Gentlemen, welcome back to the channel where we decode the mysteries of the Sigma mindset. If you're here, you're either a Sigma male sharpening your edge or someone curious about how these lone wolves navigate a world filled with traps and toxicity. Either way, you're in the right place. Before we dive in, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button and give this video a big thumbs up. Why? Because this channel is all about leveling up one Sigma trait at a time. Now, let me ask you this. Have you ever noticed how certain people just seem to have it out for you? Like, the moment they realize you don't play by their rules, their behavior shifts? That's not paranoia, it's reality. Evil people, manipulators, and energy vampires can't stand what they can't control. And Sigma males? You're the ultimate wild card. Today, we're breaking down 10 things evil people do when they know you're a Sigma. We'll go deep, unpacking their tactics and how your Sigma traits not only counteract them, but also leave them scrambling. So grab a coffee, sit back, and let's decode their playbook. Number 1. They try to undermine your confidence. Evil people know that confidence is a Sigma's superpower. You walk into a room with an aura of self-assuredness that needs no validation. This threatens their fragile egos, so they resort to underhanded tactics like backhanded compliments or passive-aggressive remarks. Take this quote from Dr. Breen Brown, an authority on vulnerability and courage. Don't try to win over the haters. You are not a jackass whisperer. Sigmas live by this. Instead of engaging, they respond with silence or humor, rendering these jabs ineffective. Imagine someone saying, "You're so lucky you got that promotion. I guess they didn't have many options." A Sigma would smile, nod, and let their work ethic speak louder than words. Number 2, they spread false narratives. Evil people can't stand the respect and admiration you command effortlessly, so they try to smear your reputation. This could be through gossip or outright lies. Author Robert Greene, in his book The 48 Laws of Power, discusses how controlling the narrative is a key strategy in power dynamics. But Sigmas don't need to control narratives. They let their consistent actions dismantle lies. A coworker spreads a rumor about your work ethic. Instead of confronting them, you quietly outperform everyone, leaving the rumor baseless and making the gossipers look foolish. Number 3, they create obstacles in your path. When manipulation doesn't work, evil people resort to sabotage. They'll try to block opportunities, delay projects, or create friction in your professional or personal life. Sigmas, however, are masters of adaptability. As Ryan Holiday puts it, in the obstacle is the way. The obstacle in the path becomes the path. This mindset allows Sigmas to turn setbacks into setups for success. A colleague accidentally leaves you out of an important meeting. Instead of sulking, you use that time to refine your strategy, ultimately presenting something so impactful that your absence in the meeting becomes irrelevant. Number 4, they mimic your style to gain influence. Evil people often resort to imitation when they realize your authenticity is drawing attention. But as Oscar Wilde said, imitation is the sincerest form of flattery that mediocrity can pay to greatness. Sigmas know that copying the exterior doesn't mean understanding the core. Your ability to innovate and think independently sets you apart. Someone might start dressing, speaking, or even working like you, trying to steal your thunder. While they're busy mimicking, you're already 3 steps ahead, creating something they can't replicate. Number 5, they exploit your independence. Your self-reliance can be intimidating, so evil people might frame it negatively, calling you arrogant or unapproachable. Author Ayn Rand, known for celebrating individualism, said, "The question isn't who is going to let me, it's who is going to stop me." Sigmas live this truth, knowing that independence isn't about isolation, it's about strength. You decline a group outing to focus on a personal project, and people label you as distant. Later, when your project succeeds, the same people are the first to applaud. Here's a more fleshed out, insightful, and engaging rewrite of points 6 through 10, with an enriched intro and outro to elevate the script. Let's make this a true masterpiece. 6. They use emotional manipulation. Evil people are master manipulators when it comes to emotions. They'll guilt trip you, twist facts, or play the victim to elicit sympathy. The goal? To make you second-guess yourself and dance to their tune. But here's where Sigmas flip the script. You understand the power of boundaries. Dr. Henry Cloud, the boundary guru, says it best in Boundaries. We get what we tolerate. Sigmas tolerate nothing less than respect and emotional manipulation. That's a hard pass. Picture this. A friend says, "Wow, must be nice to have all that free time to work on your projects. Some of us have responsibilities." Translation? They're trying to make you feel guilty for your focus and ambition. A Sigma would calmly reply, "That's right. I value my time and yours, so let's focus on what matters." Boom. Manipulation diffused. Here's the humor kicker. Evil people are like bad actors in a soap opera. Always dramatic, but never convincing. Sigmas? You're the director of this show, and you don't cast clowns in leading roles. Number 7. They challenge your integrity. Evil people love to test your character. They'll spread rumors or frame your honesty as arrogance, hoping to chip away at your reputation. Why? Because your integrity is a fortress they can't breach. The late, great Maya Angelou once said, "When someone shows you who they are, believe them the first time." Sigmas take this to heart. When someone questions your character, it's not your integrity on trial. It's their insecurity screaming for attention. Imagine a coworker accusing you of taking shortcuts on a project. A Sigma doesn't waste time defending their honor. Instead, you let your results do the talking. When the project shines brighter than a supernova, the accuser is left eating their words. Let's add some humor. Evil people challenging a Sigma's integrity is like a mosquito attacking a rhino. Annoying but utterly futile. Number 8. They try to isolate you. One of the oldest tricks in the book is isolation. Evil people know that influence often thrives in networks, so they'll try to cut you off socially, exclude you from gatherings, or spread lies to turn others against you. Here's where they miscalculate. Sigmas thrive in solitude. Carl Jung nailed it when he said, "Loneliness does not come from having no people around, but from being unable to communicate the things that seem important to you." You as a Sigma are never lonely in your solitude. You're recharging, strategizing, and growing. A group of friends forgets to invite you to a party. Instead of sulking, you spend that evening learning a new skill or working on a passion project. The next time they see you, your growth makes their social games look petty. And here's the funny truth. Trying to isolate a Sigma is like locking a fish in water. It's exactly where you thrive. Number 9. They obsess over outshining you. Here's a juicy one. Evil people will go out of their way to compete with you. Whether it's flaunting material possessions or trying to one-up you in conversations, they're desperate for a victory. But Sigmas don't compete with others. They compete with yesterday's version of themselves. Cal Newport, author of Deep Work, put it brilliantly. To produce at your peak level, you need to work deeply. While evil people waste time comparing, you're busy creating, innovating, and leveling up. Someone at work buys the latest gadget to impress the team. Meanwhile, you present a solution to a critical problem that earns the team's respect. Status symbols may turn heads temporarily, but true value always wins the day. Competing with a Sigma is like racing Usain Bolt while wearing flip-flops. Pointless and embarrassing. Number 10. They fear your composure. Nothing unnerves evil people more than a Sigma's unshakable calm. They'll throw tantrums, provoke you, or create chaos just to see if they can rattle your cage. Spoiler alert, they can't. As Marcus Aurelius, the great Stoic, wrote in Meditations, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." Sigmas embody this principle. Your calm isn't just a personality trait, it's a superpower. A rival loses their cool in a heated meeting, raising their voice and pointing fingers. While everyone else gets flustered, you respond with logic and clarity, turning the tide in your favor. The contrast is so stark, it's almost comical. And here's the zinger. Evil people trying to shake a Sigma's composure is like a toddler pushing a mountain. It's never going to happen, but it's adorable to watch them try. Number 11. They exploit your independence. Evil people see your independence as both a threat and an opportunity. While they admire your ability to thrive without constant validation, they'll also try to exploit it by offloading their responsibilities onto you. Why? Because they believe your self-reliance means you'll just handle it. But here's the twist. Sigmas may be independent, but they're not fools. You know the difference between helping someone in need and being taken advantage of. This is where your boundaries come in like a fortress. As best-selling author Brené Brown explains in Daring Greatly, daring to set boundaries is about having the courage to love ourselves, even when we risk disappointing others. Imagine a colleague regularly shirking their responsibilities, leaving you to pick up the slack. They think you're too composed to confront them. But a Sigma doesn't let these behaviors slide. You call it out calmly, reminding them that teamwork isn't a one-way street. The result? You maintain your independence and your integrity without being anyone's doormat. Evil people treating your independence like a vending machine, just press the button and get results, is not only laughable but also naive. A Sigma might seem like a lone wolf, but wolves don't hunt alone when there's a leech in the pack. Number 12. They try to undermine your confidence. Confidence is a Sigma's armor, and evil people know it. That's why they'll nitpick, criticize, and belittle your accomplishments in subtle or overt ways. Their aim? To make you doubt yourself and your abilities. But here's where you shine. Your confidence isn't built on fleeting validation. It's rooted in your own self-awareness and hard-earned experiences. As Aristotle famously said, knowing yourself is the beginning of all wisdom. Sigmas live by this truth. You've done the inner work, faced your demons, and emerged stronger. So when someone tries to shake your confidence, it's like trying to douse a wildfire with a squirt gun. Ineffective and a little embarrassing to watch. You launch a successful project and someone immediately says, well, it's not that impressive. Anyone could have done it. A Sigma doesn't take the bait. Instead, you reply, you're welcome to try next time, with a smile that screams unbothered. Critics who try to dent your confidence are like flies buzzing around a lion. They're irritating but ultimately insignificant. Sigmas know that their roar is louder than any noise a fly could make. Gentlemen, the bottom line is this. Evil people will always try to chip away at greatness. But as a Sigma male, you're built to withstand and rise above it all. Their tactics, whether it's manipulation, criticism, or outright sabotage, don't hold a candle to your resilience, independence, and unshakable confidence. Remember, your Sigma mindset isn't just a defense. It's a weapon of growth, self-mastery, and success. So, keep thriving, keep pushing, and never let anyone dim your light. If this video resonated, hit that like button and subscribe. Join this brotherhood of Sigmas, and let's build a community that thrives on self-reliance, intelligence, and unstoppable energy. Having said this, keep embracing your Sigma essence, and I'll see you in the next one. Stay sharp, gents.